Introduction to Becoming a Lead Scout, Woods Recruiting. Athlete Lead Tracker. By now, you should have received the Athlete Lead Tracker. It is a Google document. All lead scouts must add 10 new leads of high school student athletes per month. If you're someone who's connected, it should be no problem to add 10 new leads of high school student athletes to the Athlete Lead Tracker. A brief description of Woods Recruiting is all you would need to do. You're just having a conversation with the student athlete or the parent about how Woods Recruiting can help with recruiting, with the entire process of going from high school athlete to college athlete. So the best way to give them that information would be to take them to our start page that's on the website. It has a very detailed breakdown of what we're going to do for the student athlete and how we're going to help them get exposure to college coaches and all of that. So take them to the start page. That will be something that they can review as many times as they want on their own time. But you also, as a scout, get an understanding of the information on that page so you'll know exactly what you're talking about. Price and payment plan options. So our price is the lowest in the industry. We are going at $350 price point. $350. You know, the mission and the goal for Woods Recruiting has always been to help student athletes get into college. We don't want to make it where it's about price, where it's $2,000, $3,000. Then what are we trying to accomplish if it's that high? We're trying to help student athletes get into school, and we're not trying to put it in a situation where the parents have to take out a second mortgage to pay for something like this. So if you have a Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn account, you want to change your account to reflect that you are a scout for Woods Recruiting. You want to be able to use those platforms to post information about recruiting. Maybe there's pictures of you with student athletes, or you're at various games or events or tournaments, or things that are going on in the sports, high school sports community. Maybe you're at a college game. But put those pictures up and talk about recruiting and talk about the players you know. That'd be very helpful in attracting student athletes and parents in your community. So whatever you prefer, you know, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of that, I use all three. And so, you know, change your pages to reflect that you are a scout at Woods Recruiting. Set up a PayPal account. It's very simple. Just you're registering for a PayPal account. You're going to have an email address. So whatever email you use that's associated with PayPal, make sure at Woods Recruiting that we have that email, because that's how we're going to pay you. So it's really simple. Once we pay you, the money will be in your PayPal account. And then at that point, all you have to do is move it from PayPal to your bank account. It's very simple. Been using PayPal for more than 20 years. Never had an issue. Very reliable system. So that's how you're going to get paid. Scout bio. So parents and student athletes, they like to read information. They go to the woodsrecruiting.com website for a reason. So they can read up information on recruiting or how Woods Recruiting works or whatever, but they also want to know who you are. So give us a biographical information of yourself. 200 to 300 words should do it. Just tell me your experience, where you worked at in the past, where you're a coach, where did you play college ball, did you even go to college, what is your experience? Put that down, a couple of hundred words, 300 at the most. 300 is a lot, but a couple of hundred words would do. And then if you have a picture, we want to put that up as well. So we want to know who you are. Everybody wants to know who you are, what you're about, your experience. So that's very important. So let's get that scout bio. Our success rate at Woods Recruiting is 95%. So we have maintained that for the history of this business since 1989. 5% of the student athletes don't get into college because they have bad grades. They lied to us about their grades. They may tell us, hey, I got a 3.5 GPA. Okay, great. They paid the money to sign up with us, and then come to find out they only have a 1.9 GPA. So they're going to junior college or they're going to no college. But there's nothing we can do about that. You know, it would take forever to try to verify that. So we're going on student athlete and parents' word. The other thing is sometimes there may be a catastrophic injury where the student athlete can no longer play. Or there may be a behavior problem or a criminal problem, or nowadays with social media, it may be a social media problem that rules them out totally from getting recruited, where college coaches want to back off. But those are generally the reasons why student athletes don't get into college because of Woods Recruiting. There are some rare circumstances as well where we have brought scholarships to student athletes. We have actually gotten scholarships for student athletes, multiple scholarships, and they've turned them down. So that's a rare occurrence, but it has happened. And it's happened a couple of times, but it's very rare. So I want you to be aware of that. Recruiting director. So at some point, you're going to want to move up to the next level. Now, the only distinction between lead scout and recruiting director is, as a recruiting director, you can get a shirt, a Woods Recruiting shirt, you can get business cards, and then if you want to purchase other things like a briefcase or a laptop or other tools, you can purchase that, you know, through, you know, our vendors that we use. And then at that point, you can go out, obviously, and get your leads. You're responsible for that. And then you can go ahead and close your own leads. Instead of having Woods Recruiting do it or one of our other recruiting directors do it, you can go ahead and close them up and sign them up yourself. Plus, if there are any, you're eligible for bonuses. So if you're a recruiting director, you would be eligible for bonuses or any type of upsell to any products or other services we're providing. You would receive money for that. And if there is a price increase, you will be eligible for a higher commission. So there are some advantages of being a recruiting director. You have a few more accesses to certain things, but that's really the only distinction between the two. And then you have a stronger title when you're in the community dealing with college coaches as well. You know, these coaches are going to want to know who you are and what you're all about. So they're going to see your shirt, your business card. They're going to see you with your gear. And you're going to say, hey, I'm a recruiting director with Woods Recruiting. These are all the student athletes I work with. So that's helpful as well. Follow-up meeting via Skype in 30 days. So from the time you start as a lead scout, you got to go out and get leads 10. You got to go out and get this bio done. You got to go ahead and start making things happen and getting things going. You got to watch this video. Okay, you got to watch this video so you know what everything's all about. And then I'm going to schedule a meeting with you within 30 days to discuss all of this, answer any questions you may have, you know, iron out any rough spots in this process. You know, my job is to help you as much as I can to make this a success, to be successful, to be, you know, to have fun. This is what this is all about. So I want to meet with you via Skype. That way we keep the lines of communication going all the time. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know what you're doing. And if there are problems you're having, I want to know about it so I can help you work through them and fix any problems you may have. So we're going to meet in 30 days. This is an exciting career. I've been in it for a very long time. Woods Recruiting started in 1989. I've helped thousands of student athletes get into college. And believe me, that feeling of getting a student athlete in college is an incredible feeling, to know that you are responsible for someone's education, for someone's athletic future, for helping someone get into school. And so that's what this is all about, being able to do all of that, work with student athletes, have fun, work with their parents, go to games, go to camps. Who doesn't like to do that? You know, in the early 90s of Woods Recruiting, I spent thousands of hours at football games and basketball games, at summer camps, meeting student athletes, meeting college coaches, which is a big thing, building relationships with them. Believe me, they're going to want to know you. Believe me, they are going to want to know you because you're someone who is on the ground, who has access to players that they can't get to. So take advantage of all of that. This is an incredible opportunity, and this is an exciting career, and we're helping student athletes. We're not trying to get them to break the bank, to break their budget to do this. We want to help everybody. So thank you. I'm Al Woods. If you got a question, here's my email, alwoods@woodsrecruiting.com. This phone number, 216-417-1520. That is my direct office number. You can call me. It's either I'm going to answer it or one of my assistants will answer that line. So call. If you got a question, call. We are here. We are a team. We are the Woods Recruiting Team, and we are going to be the best in the entire industry of helping student athletes, working with their parents, and getting them in college. That's what this is all about, getting them in college. And I don't want to forget this, you will earn a commission. You will earn some money. We're not going to all get rich here, but if you sign up 10 athletes a month, if we can sign up 10 athletes a month based on the leads you provide, $150 commission is $1,500. Easy money for just going to a game. So thanks for listening. Remember, if you've got any questions or if you have any thoughts, talk to me. So I will be talking to you again within 30 days. So thanks for watching, and let's get out there and let's have fun. Let's have a lot of fun helping student athletes. Thank you so much.